Hello everybody, it is Dangeles, and welcome to the Castle World here on Minecraft Xbox One Edition. So guys, on this video I am going to start it off by just doing a quick little flyby tour quickie of my Castle World converted to Minecraft Xbox One. Then we're going to go ahead and smoothly transition back to Xbox 360 where we will be continuing to build the castle. And you may be wondering, why are you doing that, Dan? Why aren't you building it on Xbox One? Well, you see, guys, I have decided that I am going to continue and finish the Castle Let's Build series on Xbox 360. I started it there, and I kind of want to finish it there. I'll explain the pros and cons as to why I've made this decision once we start building. But let's just first and kind of just take a look at this, because I think the Castle World really benefits from the next generation because, you know, it is the render distance really comes into play with the castle. You can see everything from a lot further away. So, you know, normally if I was playing on Xbox 360, I wouldn't be able to see the central tower from right here, but you know, I can see it pretty clearly now, and which is pretty awesome. So the castle overall looks a lot more crisp, a lot more HD. You know, it's especially when you turn up the quality on the video, it's pretty nice. So I have to say I really do like flying around the castle here on Xbox One. But, you know, we're going to continue to finish it on 360. So, I guess that's pretty much it. Let's just fly around the castle a little bit more. Let's just get some better angles here. We got the Tree of Life over here, and you're kind of looking back out. If you're standing on one of these walls, you know, you can see the central tower pretty well. You can go back actually pretty far and still see the middle tower, which is, you know, at this point, there's no chance you'd be able to see it on 360, but we can still see it pretty clearly. We could probably go back even a little bit further. And you know, it's weird because when you look at it from like the side angle, like if you guys look at the left, you can see it pretty clearly, but if you look at it straight on, it's kind of blurry. There's some sort of like weird spherical, you know, blur feature in this I mean on this map that you know, is a little bit weird, but or on this game. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and transition this. You know, it's looking great. I'm happy with the progress. Let's go ahead and transition back to Xbox 360 and we'll get started building. Okay guys, we are back on Xbox 360 in the Castle World, and let's go ahead and continue building. So guys, I went ahead and added changed the throne room a little bit. You know, I changed it a lot actually. So I actually ended up getting rid of that Hogwarts ceiling kind of thing, and just put kind of like a bluish wool dome thing up there. Kept the chandelier. And then I added like these things on the side, a couple of balconies. And what we're going to work on today is adding the third balcony, which is going to be over there. We're going to put that in, and you know, while I talk about some stuff. But I added these little dragon heads. You guys may recognize these from Builders Challenge episode 2 on the front of the Viking ship. Turn them into stone brick, and I added them as kind of like the front of the throne room. You kind of walk up to the throne. And this is actually the throne itself, the chair, which is looking pretty grand, I have to admit. And then I have kind of like a nice design on the wall behind it. So that is, you know, the new and improved throne room. I like the changes I made to it. I like how it's dimly lit. You might not appreciate it on YouTube because it makes it a little bit darker than it is, but it is pretty dimly lit. I like it. It adds like a nice aura to the room. So that is pretty much, you know, what's been going down in the castle. So let's go ahead and continue. Alright, so while I'm building this fourth and final balcony here in the throne room, kind of connects to the second floor, like one there, and one there, and the last one's going to be right here, I'm going to talk about why I am on Xbox 360 right now and not Xbox One. Well, so, you know, Xbox One Minecraft came out, and, you know, it's brand new, and I actually decided to continue building the Castle series on Xbox 360 for several reasons. I'm going to go through all the reasons and, you know, some of the pros and cons on, you know, both sides of the spectrum. So we're going to start with the reasons why I decided to stay here. The first and most important reason was because there is no backwards compatibility on Xbox One. That was the #1 factor that kept me on the current gen console, for this series at least. Yeah, I don't want to leave the impression that I'm going to be staying on Xbox or 360 for every single one of my videos. There will be videos on both Xbox 360 and Xbox One consistently, so I'll be playing and you know, making videos for both consoles probably about equally. All right, well, now that that's out of the way, what I want to say is that the backwards compatibility feature, basically what that means is that you can, you know, if I make a world on Xbox One, I'll be able to convert it to Xbox 360. The Xbox One does not have that feature. You are unable to do that. So that was a big decision I had to make, because if I continue to build the castle world on Xbox One instead of, let me give some splash potion of night vision so you guys can see what I'm doing. Those are kind of important in the castle since it makes everything visible. But anyway, that was a main factor, because I wanted to be able to have this map up for download for both my Xbox 360 fans, which is, you know, probably 90% of you. And, you know, if I kept building this map on Xbox One, I wouldn't be able to do that. The only way I would be able to do it was if there was a converter that would allow me to take Xbox One maps and put them to PC, and then I could convert it from PC to Xbox. That's the only way I could really see it happening, and that converter does not exist yet. So it may exist in the future. Who knows? If somebody out there, some talented programmer is going to make a converter, we'll see what happens. But as of right now, that does not exist. So, you know, I'm not going to make any assumptions. And, you know, that's why I'd ultimately decided to stay on Xbox 360 for this Let's Build. But there was other reasons, you know. For one, it's almost done. You know, there's no point in switching now. It's almost done. Another reason is that I understand the fact that a lot of my fans have not switched over to Xbox One Minecraft. Many of you guys are staying on 360 for, you know, one reason or another. One, you know, you don't have an Xbox One, it's too expensive. Maybe two, there's not, you know, anything really different about Xbox One Minecraft compared to the Xbox 360 besides render distance. And that is another thing that really came into play. And, you know, obviously some of the cons for staying here is that I don't get to play on the next generation console, which, you know, I've been looking forward to for a long time. But I don't really have a problem with that because, you know, when it comes to building, actual building, there's really not a lot of differences between the two consoles, if at all. You know, when you're showcasing something, when you're like flying around a map or whatever, then it's a little bit different because, you know, the render distance is further, so you can get more cinematic experience and things like that. But I actually have some pretty cool plans to utilize the Xbox One for these kind of things. For example, on my Constructing Los Angeles series, the most popular series on my channel, everybody watches it. For that series, I am actually going to be continuing to build it on Xbox. I know I said on my last CLD episode a few days ago that I was going to, you know, continue on Xbox One, but, you know, things came up. I was, you know, pondered the decision, and I've decided I'm going to stay on Xbox 360 as well for CLD. But I will be doing the recap videos on Xbox One. So I'll convert to Xbox One to do the recap videos because of, you know, it's got a better render distance. It'll be much better for just viewing, you know, viewing purposes only, not building. So that is what I'll be doing for that. And it looks like we have the throne room about done. We just got to add a couple more things. So that's ultimately my plan. I think I have a pretty sound plan in play. I think it satisfies pretty much everybody. I think it's a good plan, you know, as far as, you know, being able to cover both my Minecraft Xbox 360 fans and also the people that converted to Xbox One who are playing there now. So I think that's overall what I'm going to be doing. Also, I would like to note that I am going to be doing some Xbox One exclusive series. You know, one obviously being my Achievement Hunter series that I just started. And then after that, and here's the room with without night vision, looking pretty good overall. I think that's a good little finish to that room. I like that. So we can move on now. Anyway, last thing I was going to say is that there's going to be, you know, plenty of series on Xbox One, you know, exclusive series. So, for example, I'm going to be doing some Let's Builds on there that are exclusive to that console. That way I can, you know, build on a bigger world, you know, build on a brand new seed, you know, have further render distance that'll help me, you know, make cooler things because you can see things further in the distance, stuff like that. And then, of course, you know, there's a couple other things I want to do on Xbox One that I can't think of off the top of my head, but you know, basically Let's Builds, you know, that kind of thing. Cinematics I'm going to be doing on there. Recap videos for CLD will be on there. But, you know, the buildings episodes will be on Xbox 360. Everything will become more clear as, you know, more videos get put up. But I think I have a pretty sound plan, and I'm kind of excited for it. What else was I was going to say one more thing that I'm you know, losing my train of thought here, but yeah, I mean, I'm basically just trying to cover both consoles. You know, I'm not going to abandon Xbox 360. That just doesn't seem like a smart idea since I know a lot of my fans are still on this console and haven't converted yet. Now, if there are new features in the future, that's actually kind of hard to say. Features in the future. on Xbox One, and the Xbox One becomes more advanced, significantly more advanced than the 360. Right now, there's really not a whole lot of differences, render distance being the major difference, but besides that, there's really not that many differences, to be honest with you guys. I know you guys know that too. Everybody knows that. There's really not that many changes right now, but in the future, you know, Xbox One has more capabilities. Sorry, I want to talk, but I don't want to, you know, I'm just going to go over here. Xbox One has more capabilities, right? But you know, we don't have it right now. They haven't really taken advantage of that. So if we have, for example, if we get servers on Xbox One and they do not come to Xbox 360, well then, well, I might have to convert completely because servers are important. Also, speaking of servers, I'm going to be starting an Xbox One survival or subscriber world, which with a huge seed. So, you know, if you have an Xbox One, you have Minecraft on there, you know, I'll be, you know, announcing further details on that kind of series fairly soon. So I guess you guys can stay tuned for that. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about the pros and cons of why I'm here. Again, CLD and The Castle, the series that have been kind of staples on my channel and have, you know, made themselves known through Xbox 360, will continue on the normal console as scheduled. But there's going to be some cool and brand new series that will be featured on Xbox One. So we're going to have the kind of the best of both worlds. You know, the classic series will stay on the classic console, and I'll have some cool new series on the brand new console. So that is the plan, guys. You know, it'll all come into play, and it'll all be, you know, further and better explained, you know, in future videos, you know, future episodes of CLD or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the plan. So I wanted to kind of give that update. I don't want to, like, you know, throw too much information at you guys at once. It's really not that big of a deal, you know. Basically all you got to know is that I'm going to have videos for both consoles. That's simple as that. So you don't have to worry about me abandoning Xbox 360. That just doesn't seem like a good idea. All right, that was a mouthful. All right, so next thing I want to do here in the castle, now that we have kind of the throne room pretty much 100% done, I might add like a, you know, some sort of thing over here or something like that. I've changed it a lot, but I think this is finally a pretty sound design. I'm just going to do a little bit of grinding real quick for you guys. So I have this part of the map here, which is a little bit confusing. Kind of have to turn this corner. I think this is kind of like a forgotten hallway over here. But if you turn this corner, I have all these rooms to be filled in. So I'm going to just cut the video real quick, guys. Fill in these rooms. And then I'll come back with you guys in just a few seconds. So I'll be right back. Okay, guys. I am back. I went ahead and just filled in a few of these walls. I didn't do every single one of them right now, but you kind of get the idea. You know, each one of these is going to have its own room here in this side corridor of the castle. So here's another one right here. This one's a little bit bigger. And now the important part is detailing, detailing, detailing. You can't stress that enough. This is kind of like an exit room. This kind of leads into the main hallway. That leads to the throne room. Continue this way, and it's the exact same thing on the other side, which leads out to the Dangeles graveyard right out here. So, oh, it's raining. Let's get back inside. Nobody likes the rain. But that's where I'm gonna pretty much close out today's video, guys. I just wanted to, you know, clear up some of my plans, since, you know, now we have not one but two consoles to play on, which is cool. And here, you know, we have a side window, and then I'm probably gonna put a fireplace on that wall. So that's kind of the plan for this corridor area, and of course there's another exit on this side. So you know, the castle, the floor plan, it makes a little bit of sense. Now it's just all about the detailing, and we are getting close. You know, I can smell it. But you know, man, it's such a big freaking castle. Anyway, that's where I'm gonna conclude today's episode, guys. One thing I wanted to show you guys real quick before we closed out was I'm gonna come up through here. Here is another level. Let me go ahead and splash myself real quick. Up here, you know, this is the 3rd floor, but if you come up again, this leads up to the 4th floor. I did a little bit of detailing up here. I just need to add some walls, but this leads up to the tallest tower. So if you come up here, I'm going to make a spiral staircase on this, which leads up to the tallest tower, which is right here. And, you know, this is where we're going to be chilling out. You know, the cool kids hang up here. So, wow, you know, that was pretty embarrassing. I tried to say something cool, and no, I just failed. But anyway, that's where I'm going to conclude today's video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, you know, every once in a while, we're going to have Xbox One videos and Xbox 360 videos. Maybe one day we'll have one of each. Who knows? Lots of cool series planned. You know, lots of cool stuff. You know, everything is going to be okay, guys. You know, we're not going to abandon one console for the other or whatever. We're going to play both. The classic series are going to be on Xbox 360, and we're going to have some spicy new series on Xbox One. Everything is going to be awesome. Guys, hopefully I didn't just give you, like, you know, people who are afraid of heights. Hope I didn't just traumatize your life. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's been Dan Lags in the Castle series. You guys who watch the Castle videos, you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you guys on the next one. Give it a like if you did enjoy it. Peace out, guys.